welcome back. This is Scott Kurtz, and for the second part of the Socrative video, I'm going to show you how to maneuver through the website itself. Socrative.com, you have two choices when you get here, student login and teacher. So I'm going to start with the teacher login, and then I'm going to show you what the students would see in the second part. So select teacher. You've already created a free account at this point. It's very simple to do. You would see an email. Mine's already logged in for me, so you would have seen an email and a password. You would put all that information in, hit enter, and this is the screen that comes up. So your menu bar is launch, quizzes, rooms, reports, results. You see all your choices, and you can see you create a quiz, space race, and exit tickets. It stores everything on here for you. So once you've made something, it will always be there, and that would be under My Quizzes. This is where you can share and import a quiz from a colleague or from a teacher. You can get your results, but for now, let's just start with making a quiz. How do you create? So you select Create a Quiz. This quiz is automatically given an SOC for Socrative dash, and then this is the code. So if you want to share it or not share it, this is where you would do that. So name of your quiz, let's just say Olympics. If you wanted to add standards or Common Core hooks, whatever you want to call those would be, you'd hit this here. 3 choices, multiple choice, true, false, short answers. Let's just go multiple choice. This is where you can add an image, save your work, delete a specific question. We're just going to ask a question. Where are the 2016 Olympics going to be held? And then you would input your choices. If you wanted to add more, if you wanted 6, 7, 8 answers, whatever you wanted to put. Over on the right hand side, if you didn't like a choice, you could click in here or you could delete it. You would let the Socrative software know that this is the correct answer. And if you wanted to add an explanation for the students to see on their screen as they were taking the quiz, you would put that there. Alright, so that's question 1. If you wanted to continue on, add a question, just select which type. Let's do true, false, just so you can see how it looks. True or false. The United States won more medals than any other country in the 2012 Olympics. That's not really a question. Statement. So you would let it know if that's true or false. That is true, and if you wanted to maybe find the online results, which you could do, you could copy in the top so many countries and how many medals they got. You could put that in your explanation if this was something you wanted them to remember. So then I'm going to do one more short answer now. What country do you think will win the most medals in the 2016 Olympics, and why? And then you could actually provide an answer here if you wanted to. If it was a short answer and it had to be specifically like what European country juts into the Mediterranean Sea and is shaped like a boot, well then you would specifically type in Italy, and then the quiz would recognize and be able to actually grade that for you. Or you can just leave it open, and then you'll have to just sort of self-check those types of answers at the end. So you could go on and on and on, make as many questions as you would want. It's automatically going to be saved as your Olympics quiz. So then you would go to your quizzes, My Quizzes, Olympics. You could download it, edit it, delete it, but you're going to want to launch the quiz. Alright. Once you hit launch, you have choices here as student-paced immediate feedback. Student-paced students would navigate through this on their own. So if you had 25 kids, they would all go at their own pace. Or if you were using this as a during lesson, one question at a time and let's talk about it method, you would select teacher-paced. Alright. Down here you can look through these settings and just decide what fits for what you're doing at that moment. Alright, once I hit start as the teacher, I'm now in the live results process. I would see a list of students here once they've logged in. I can categorize them alphabetically by what percentage of the quiz they have done. If this was a longer quiz, 20, 30 questions, then you might want to say, alright, I'm going to monitor progress and see who's falling behind, and then, maybe be near them so they can get assistance. Maybe they're struggling with part of the quiz and they need your help. So that's always nice to see. And then it'll show you what questions and answers they are putting in. So at this point, we need to go in and log in as a student. So the students don't have to put in any type of email or password. They just need the code. So for me, what I plan on doing is having a sheet for the students to have in their binders with all of the different online web tools that we're going to use, and this will stay the same for me all year. So they just need to have this somewhere on their binder, so this is not a time-consuming concept, that is something very quickly that can happen. Alright, so I'm going to type this in for them, 5WAI. CQUG. They're going to join my room. They join the room. They're going to enter their name, and let's just go ahead and go with the name that was already there. But they would put their name in, and since I've launched the quiz here, you can see Rose Tyler, once entered in, is now on my screen, and she sees, or he sees, the quiz running. So they would select their choice and submit, and it tells them right away, because in the settings we allowed it to give feedback immediately. If this was more of a test and you were concerned with student cheating, things like that, in honesty, you would want to disable that and maybe not let them know until the very end, or show them a report. United States won more medals. That was true. And what country do you think will win? They would begin typing their response, China, because there are 1.4 billion Chinese people. Whatever the kids would think in that moment. And then they would submit their answer, and obviously there's no feedback for that question. Alright, and now they've completed it, and their part is done. Alright, it would go back to the teacher now. The teacher would see that on the 2 questions they could have gotten feedback for 100%, and now the teacher needs to go back through and see the detailed answers for each student and decide. Alright. Once finished, you can get reports, view charts, or go back to your launch. If this was a quick changeover, the class just ended and my new class is coming in, I'm going to go straight back to launch and get ready for my next class. If I have time, I'm going to go to my reports and I'm going to decide what I want to see, where I want to take it, do I want to print it, do I want to save it, what's best for me at that moment. Alright, so I want to get a report. Yeah, I don't see it at this, in this exact moment. I guess maybe I haven't saved it yet. Yeah, I gotta finish the results. This is the report itself. It would, if I wanted to export it, I could see it in a different format, but this is the chart you would see. I was used to seeing with 20 kids. Alright, so that is how you navigate through the site. There's all kinds of different options. Feel free to go in and play around and create different things like the reviews, the space race, the exit ticket. Just feel free to mess around and you'll find what works best for you. Alright, I hope this was helpful. Thank you.